Is Julie Ward-Bajolski, and I'm the mayor of the great city of Dunedin. I'm here today at our new city hall with my colleagues, Vice Mayor Tornga and Commissioners Franey, Gow, and Walker. I'm also here today with City Manager Jennifer Bramley and Firefighter Chief Jeff Parks, our incident commander. As you'll be hearing on the news, the storm is on track to make landfall north of us in the Big Bend area. However, as experienced Floridians, you know this can change on a dime and take that famous right hook that our hurricanes have done in the past. These storms are unpredictable and need to be taken seriously, and we urge you to stay vigilant and informed by watching your local news. We anticipate increased winds this evening, heavy rain and wind throughout the night, and tomorrow, as well as 4 to 7 feet storm surge tomorrow afternoon as the storm passes. If you live in a low-lying area or Zone A as indicated by Pinellas County, we urge you to evacuate today. There are local shelters, which Chief Parks will discuss shortly, but hotels outside of the evacuation zone are also available and appropriate. You do not need to drive a long distance as much of our concern is flooding at this point. This storm event is expected to last up to 24 hours with 2 high tides. It's important that you protect yourself, your family, and your homes and businesses. If you plan on staying, please plan to remain in your home during the duration of this storm. And please, please wait for the all clear from the city website and social media outlets before leaving your home when the storm has passed. There will be areas that have flooding, downed electrical lines, and debris. Once it's safe for our staff to evaluate, we will then advise you the areas to avoid. And of course, Chief Parks will also talk more about this in a moment. Further, because of the likelihood of flooding, we ask that you conserve your water and wastewater sewer use to the best of your ability. If you still have power, try not to run your dishwasher and washing machine. Also, if you can reduce the amount of times you flush your toilet, this is also helpful. We only ask these things because during a flooding event, the storm and sewer systems can get overrun with rainwater, and allowing some space is helpful in our recovery after the storm has passed. And remember, once the storm reaches a particular level, emergency personnel will not respond until the storm has passed and it's determined to be safe to travel. So now I will turn it over to our city manager, Jennifer Bramley.
Thank you, Mayor, and good morning, everyone. We have been preparing since the weekend for a Category 3 hurricane here in Dunedin. I hope that we have over-prepared. I'm going to give you the status of our preparedness and city facilities, and then Chief Parks is going to talk to you a little bit about what we'll be doing during the storm and after the storm as well. I sincerely hope that all of you are in your final preparation for this storm. The winds will be picking up, as the mayor said, starting this afternoon. So it's very, very important that you finish those preparations. All city facilities at this point are closed and will be closed tomorrow as well. A report from the fire department: the Emergency Operations Center will be fully activated at 1 p.m. today. Fire Rescue has recalled all personnel to full duty starting at 1 o'clock today as well. Fire Department storm units will be staffed to respond to wires down and storm damage incidents starting at 8 a.m. today. City buildings that do not have storm windows are being shuttered, and the sandbag distribution is still occurring at this point. We will most likely finish off around noon today to get ahead of the wind starting this afternoon. Water, wastewater is always very important during a storm. Our water plant, is fully shuttered and staff is on site. Our storage tanks in the water plant are at 75% capacity, which will give us potable water throughout the storm. In regards to wastewater, we have secured all sites with staging equipment such as generators and the lift stations. You may hear those going off during the course of the storm. That is generating the wastewater to the plant, which is a good thing. Both plants have prepared to have staff in place and fully operational throughout the storm. Reports from Public Works: barricades throughout the city have been secured. Our fleet division has fuel available for all city operations to commence as soon as the winds die down a little bit. Solid Waste has suspended all operations on Tuesday and will resume pickup as soon as they're able to, weather permitting. I want to talk a little bit about solid waste and suspending that service. We make our decisions as it's really a point in time when we make that decision, and that decision was made yesterday morning. And the reason for that is that our solid waste trucks have to run their routes. They have to drive to the south part of the county to the waste to energy plant, which is about 45 minutes. They have to wait to dump their load, and then they have to drive back 45 minutes. And we did not think that they could complete that task before the winds pick up, and the high-profile vehicles are a problem. We understand that this is a convenience for those of you who have a Wednesday pickup, but we felt that it was very important to keep our employees safe throughout the storm. So roads and ditches and stormwater lines are being checked for any impediments and have been throughout the year as part of our stormwater management program. All public services and facilities staff is preparing to shelter in place and respond throughout the storm as conditions dictate. And that is what we call the first push. And that is, the chief will talk a little bit about our first push. In regards to our community facilities and parks and recreation, all facilities are closed to the public at this point. Many of our staff have reported for duty, and that is to finish our preparedness before the storm starts. So we have canceled all programs through Wednesday evening. Please keep an eye on our website so we can tell you when we will be reopening. Community Development Building Division has reached out to all active construction sites and asked that they strap down or remove material. And our communications department, as you know, has been very busy pushing out messages via social media. So in regards to the marina, and I do want to talk a little bit about our preparedness within the marina. The power and water will be shut down this afternoon. Depending on the severity of the storm, the marina may remain closed until it is deemed safe to return. Owners are responsible for securing their vessels, and I believe that they have been in the marina securing their vessels. They need to be sure to get down there and finish off early afternoon. If you are an owner of a vessel in the marina and you are not available, please arrange to have someone throw that second line to secure your vessel. Do not wait for the last minute to pull your vessel out of the marina. The more vessels that are out of the marina, the smaller boats, the better for everybody still in the marina and for your own personal vessel. Remove all loose items from the vessels and docks. No one will be permitted to remain on a vessel during a hurricane or tropical storm, and that includes liveaboards. They need to be out of the marina. And please, I'm sure you've already begun making your alternate arrangements. So I encourage you to keep an eye on our website, on the city's website. We are pushing out all of the storm information via Facebook and all of our other social media. I encourage you also to follow the county and what the county is doing, as well to stay up to date. And so Chief is going to talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing during the course of the storm and after the storm. And again, I urge you to finish off your preparations. We are taking this storm very seriously. I would rather be called Chicken Little than be sitting in the middle of a major hurricane and not prepared. So thank you. Chief Parks?
Good morning. I'd like to cover a few before, after, and during the storm ideas or hints for you to be helpful. As far as before the storm, I ask if you take pictures, videos of anything of your property, that will help you greatly when it comes to insurance time, that you could show proof of what you had there before the storm comes through. I remind everyone to charge your cell phones, keep them charged as much as you can. We're going to have power outages, so as you can charge your phone, that would be helpful. If you're in a mandatory evacuation level A, or zone level A, the county has made it mandatory that you evacuate starting last night at 7 p.m. Don't wait to the last minute to evacuate. You want to be out of your house, out of the area as soon as you can. We're expecting tropical storm winds later this afternoon and into the evening, so we don't want you to wait. If you're in the middle of the storm and you call 911 and say you need to evacuate, chances are we're not going to be able to get to you. So you need to do it. Make that decision as early as you can so that you can leave and be safe. During the storm, don't venture outside. We all see that, it's the calm of the storm, the center of the eye of the storm, it's a calm. Don't do that. Stay inside, stay protected. You're just risking injury to yourself if you do. Don't run generators indoors. We talk about that every storm. Again, generators, if you get the exhaust, the carbon monoxide in the building, you could become ill, you could die. Keep them outside. Make sure they're well ventilated. Avoid rooms particularly susceptible to big trees falling. If you live with oak trees over the top of your house, make sure you try to stay in the area of your house that you're not going to have some branches or a tree fall into your house and cause injury. If the power goes out for a long time, beware of spoiled food in the refrigerator. Again, if you can make ice, keep ice. Limit the amount of times that you're opening your refrigerator to keep it cool. That would be helpful. Continue to monitor the local emergency information, local media, AM, FM radio as well. If you have that battery operated, they'll give you updates as well throughout the storm. And as the city manager is saying, the mayor, also limit the water use for both our conserving for our safety and for the sanitary sewers. After the storm, watch for down power lines, structural damage. Everyone wants to go outside after the storm, but be aware if you have power lines in your yard, they may be down in your yard, they may be live, so make sure you use caution with that. Watch for falling trees after the storm. With the amount of rain that we're supposed to be getting and the winds, the roots will pull up, and we could have trees falling down after it appears that the storm is gone. So be aware of that. And again, I said don't run the generators indoors. We have it every year. We say don't do that, and it always happens that we have a fatality throughout the storm. Follow instructions of public safety officials. This is after the storm. We're trying to get out there to make sure everybody's okay and get to do the rescues that we can do. We really don't need the extra traffic out on the streets. We can ask you to stay inside, stay at home, don't venture out until after we've had a chance to do our jobs and get everybody safe in the area. As far as shelters, as the mayor spoke about, we do have a local shelter. It's the Dunedin Middle School. It's for level A evacuees, or if anyone doesn't feel safe to stay at home, they can go there for general population. It is also a special needs evacuation center, and it is not a pet-friendly shelter. So you would need to go to, the closest one would be Palm Harbor University High School for a pet shelter. And those shelters, there's others throughout the county as well, but those are open now and will remain open during the storm. As far as our first push, our crews will be ready. Being this is a night storm, it may be at first light to get out and assess the damage that's in the areas. We have our Public Works Department that'll be prepared to get out and clean the streets, get them open. Our EOC works closely with the county for any down power lines, anything that we need to have done to open the roadways. We're going to try to do that as quickly as possible. And also in this particular storm, we're going to be dealing with flooding, so we'll be trying to make access to those areas to make sure that anybody's that had stayed in that area is going to be okay and we can get them out of the area. We'll also have the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office that covers this area. We'll be patrolling throughout and to the best of their ability. And again, they're only limited to what they can do during the storm. So if you call 911, it may be delayed for them to get there. And finally, our special needs. The fire department has done all the evacuations for pre-registered special needs patients. If there is anybody out there that doesn't have any way to get to the shelter, you can call us at the 727-298-3102 as soon as possible. We have 2 school buses standing by at our fire admin building, and we can be out there as soon as possible to get you out and get you evacuated. With that, I'll turn it back over to the mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. So I know that was a lot of information for everyone to digest, but you've been hearing it from everyone today, and we appreciate your vigilance to do that. On behalf of our emergency operations and our city commission, I want to take this time to thank you for all the work that you've put in to prepare for this. Please continue to listen to those instructions from Pinellas County government, the city of Dunedin, and your local news sources. I'd also like to take this time to thank our Dunedin team members. They have been working hard all year long to prepare for an event like this. The next few days will be stressful for everyone. Our folks are leaving their families to take care of ours. And over the next week or so, things may not happen as quickly as we'd like. A lot of multi-jurisdictional coordination goes into our decision making, so we ask for a little grace as we move past this. We know that you are the heart of Dunedin, and we know that we rise to take care of each other. So together, our community will recover and continue to be the best small town in Florida. Thank you.